It's great to be back. It's great to be here. My name is Xander Taylor. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not particularly religious, but I definitely think that the angels that designed me got fired. Yeah. They had no job security after turning this shit in. Yeah, I mean, it just reeks of poor craftsmanship. Like, I think if Charles Darwin would ever have met me, I think he would have killed himself. I'm the reason why natural selection is still a theory. You know? Like all the scientists every year, they're like, why aren't we making it a law yet? You know, what's going on? And the head scientists like, guys, calm down. It's gonna be a law soon. But there's some fucking twink in California. He has low iron deficiency even though he's a grown-ass man and he gets dizzy when he takes hot showers. There's nothing we can do about it, guys. Nothing we can do about it. Yeah, I just moved to New York, actually. I'm back in LA since I moved to New York. Thank you. Yeah, it's great. It's scary moving for the first time to a different place than when you grew up, though. There's a lot of new shit, you know? And you don't really know how to deal with it, so you have to find the small things that remind you of home, you know? Like, I was walking around in New York for the first time, I was like, I'm so scared. That's how I talk in my head. It's such a big city, you know, there's so many people, you know, what am I gonna... Human shit. I stepped in human shit on the sidewalk. I'm home! I'm home. Yeah, New York's great. New York's great. I love New York. I actually had my heart broken as soon as I moved to New York. Yeah, fuck you. Oh, we got a sympathetic crowd, do we? I appreciate it. No, I got my heart broken in New York City, and New York City is probably the worst city to get your heart broken in. It's the absolute worst city to get your heart broken in, you know? There's just way too many accessible rooftops. Way too many. Like, I went and I checked out a sublet for the summer, and the tenant was like, yeah, no, there's a lot of spacious living room. If you want to go up, we can check up the roof access. I'm like, no, I can't, no. I think I'll take your word for it. I'm sure it's nice. Yeah, I had my heart broken. And, you know, when you have your heart broken for the first time, it's truly like the first real heartbreak of my life. I'm 22 years old. It's the first real heartbreak of my life. And so I had my whole, you know, perspective change, you know. Everything changes. You think of things very differently, you know, when you're at your lowest. Like, I started praying again. Like death row inmates or Mel Gibson, I turned to God at my lowest. So every morning, I swear to God, every morning, because, you know, my ex-girlfriend got a new boyfriend, every morning, I'd wake up in the morning and I'd pray for her new guy to get hit by a bus. Yeah, I'd pray for him to get shot in the street. I think even one time I prayed for him to get drafted. There's not even a war going on. Pray for him to get drafted.
Did it happen or no?
Oh, wow.
Who wants to know? We have an army recruiter in the fucking audience. This isn't even a joke, this is a real thing. There was a girl that went to my high school whose dad was an army recruiter, and she would flirt with all of the guys and get them to go into like her dad's office and like he'd give them the pitch. Bitches is devious. I don't mean to call you bitches, I just do not know your names individually. Holla if you hear me now. I love cat romance. I don't know if you guys know this over here in LA, but people in New York are talking shit about all of you. Constantly. They have some choice words for you guys. And I find that annoying because the LA people that they usually describe aren't actually people from LA. Who here grew up in LA? And make some noise. You know, everyone I know that's like grown up in LA are like the most pleasant people, but everyone else who's never been here, you know, they have very unpleasant things to say. And so I went to New York, and my New York friends were like, oh, I have some friends who are from LA, you should meet them. And I was like, okay, yeah. And they were the worst fucking people I've ever met in my life. But they lived in LA, they said all the right shit. Like, how some people from LA, you have the same conversations with them every fucking day of your life. Like right now, how it's like overcast and a little rainy, you'll have the same conversation like, oh, it's gonna rain tomorrow. Yeah, so the Weather Channel says. Yeah, well, we needed it. I guess we really did. Yeah, because of that drought. That drought we got going on. Oh, do we now? Do we need it? Or like that person from LA who, like, you tell them where you live and they'll just name surrounding locations. You know what I mean? I was in New York at a party talking to someone from LA, and they're like, oh, where are you from? And I'm like, oh, Burbank, Glendale area. They're like, oh, yeah, like Bob's Big Boys around there, yeah? Yep. Disney Studios, that's where Disney Studios is. I'm like, yep. Warner Bros around there, right around there. Yep. Sun Valley, you ever been to say, yes! It's a 10-minute drive! Fuck. But all these people, I come to find out, these motherfuckers aren't really from LA. I talk to them, they're like, yeah, I lived in LA for 5 years. I'm like, okay, where did you live before? And they were like, oh, well... I'm from Ohio originally. These motherfuckers in Ohio are laundering themselves through LA. They're laundering themselves through LA so they don't have to say that they're from Ohio. So these motherfuckers in New York, they're like, I hate LA people. I'm like, no, we're on the same side here. We both hate Ohio. Okay?